Hmm. Let's see what happens in the next couple of minutes. Be USA, USA. Good morning, Mr. Boomerang. How are you? It's 3:20 a.m. here. Adelaide, crikey. And yeah, crikey's right, Adelaide. I was just been on the I've been asleep. I woke up at 2:30 and I was just on the Gorilla channel over in the US. And I thought I can't go back to sleep yet. I'm too wide awake. So I thought I'd just get up here and see what's happening in this Aussie world of ours. And we've got the CSL from Canada. You'll get that right. And the Adelaide 420. Crikey, mate, that's a Steve Irwin words. Crikey, mate, crikey. I'm on my way to going for a drive today. I'm going to go drive past it. The Newfoundland English family. Welcome again. Cheers, guys. You guys are awesome over there. In 10 foot of fucking snow. Unbelievable. Cheers, Adelaide. I don't expect to get too many people in here at fucking 3:30 in the morning. Well, you get CSL here. He's on the ball. This is you, CSL. You a fucking boomerang, mate, because you keep coming back. And the Adelaide 420, they're all fucking boomerangs. What we call over here, mate, if you're not a boomerang, you're a stick, because you don't come back. Wah wah. Good morning. Good morning, Lorne.
How are you, sir?
Couldn't be finer in Carolina.
Am I in?
You're in.
All right. Where's my son? Come here, Jason. And I just. What's the channel's name? Gear changer. Okay, I have to prove to my son that I go on lives. So I am going out to get some rolls from the bakery. I figured I'd prove to him I'm on the live, and I'll try and see if this will work, and I'll take you for a drive.
Yeah, they will come for a drive with you.
I'll show you the snow in the streets.
So your son doesn't believe that you're on live to Australia.
You got it.
Well,
Give me a
This
sec.
is
Got to put
Skip.
on the hat and coat. It's minus 18 today.
Oh, fuck. This is Jason. This is Skippy the bush kangaroo calling.
All right. Did you find it, Jason? Okay. Let's go for a ride. Woo. What time you have to get on the road?
Oh, about another 5 hours. I'll go back to bed in an hour.
No rush.
Yeah, I'll go back to bed in an hour.
Yeah, I probably will take a nap too. Oh my god. Let's see if I can. I don't have a holder for my phone in the car, so let's hope I can get it to focus properly. All right, let's do it this way.
Yeah.
Okay.
What we'll do?
Well, let me turn off the radio.
We'll put you on fucking big screen.
Yeah, I want to
to
get to the.
that, and we can see what you're doing.
No worries. You'll see it get bright.
And then we might see whether you're a competent driver or not, or you might have to take your license off you.
No, unfortunately, I'm not crazy in my car. People get mad because I drive slow. I drive the speed limit.
That's it.
Have somebody else's car. That's another story. Okay, let's see if I can show you the other.
We've frozen there, CS.
Get cut off. Oh, there we go.
That's all right.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Because I left my home Wi-Fi. Now I'm on the internet on the whatever the frick it is called.
So where's your son now?
I left him at home, the bum, playing on his, playing or watching one of those video games. Oof. Let's see. Okay, there's some nice snow mounds.
Oh.
Especially here in this part of the city, they don't haul it away. They just toss it onto anybody's lawn. Let me put it down before I get a ticket. Oh, I did get on it. Yep. Is it working? Yes. Good.
What are you at a set of traffic lights?
Yeah. Very bad corner. They're doing. I'll show you all the construction right on them. I'm coming up to the major street to get onto everything, and they're doing. They put up a new hotel, and they're putting up another new hotel, and it's crazy traffic in the morning. It's like I try not to go to. I go to work an hour later, so I don't have to sit in the traffic for an hour.
Yep.
And it's all of probably you got to go here from here, and I got a slow Tesla in front of me. Come on, Tesla. Come on. Yeah.
We haven't got a traffic light between us and 40 kilometers.
Okay. Here, I'll show you the hotel courtyard right over there is being built. Then they just finished this other one over here. There's one behind it that's not finished. And then this place over there, they're putting up a new high-rise. So it's like crazy construction right where I live. So I get to get stuck in all the goddamn traffic every morning.
Wow.
Don't you love my truck?
Our big traffic jam over here would be half a dozen cars trying to get into one parking spot.
Yeah, that's like my friend who lives in Dieppe, New Brunswick. If there's traffic, yeah, there's 4 cars at the light. I'm going, jeez. Yeah, here's another new building. You can't see it. There's a new building right here on the right. We're known for having these orange cones everywhere for construction.
Oh, little hats, yeah.
They got the orange They have the orange stickers to clean the streets out now because we had a dumping 2 days ago.
So what's the temperature there now?
Give me a sec. It says on my car, minus 13°C.
Fuck.
Yeah, and with the wind chill, it gets a little even worse.
It's about 18 degrees Celsius here.
Yeah, no, I'll trade you.
I haven't got a jumper on. I haven't got a coat on.
You can. I have plenty of coats and hats, gloves. I even have these special hot shots. You crack them open, put them in your gloves, and they give off heat for like 6 hours.
Yeah. We got some of them for the winter.
I want to get it.
But,
They have these new ones where you plug in a battery to a vest, and it heats the vest.
Oh,
That's my
okay.
next purchase. I seen the who's it? The construction guys who work outside during the winter. They have them on. Great. Now I know how they can tolerate some of the cold days. All right, there's the bakery. Yeah, I got to get one of those gimbals so I can show you, turn it around. You can see the city.
I got one of these to
What do they call them? Gimbal.
This is another action camera.
I have one of those. I won one of these GoPros, but I can never get it to work.
Well, I bought one off the Gorilla of Silverback, and
okay.
I've got to get that done. I got he had a GoPro Black 8.
Nice.
And he sent it over, but we've just trying to work out the issue of because you guys are over in the US, well, not you, but he's on 110 volts.
Oh yeah,
We're on 240 volts over here.
Yeah, you got to buy that special adapters.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a pain in the butt.
He's going to check that out for me today and get back to me, but otherwise we could fry everything. He could burn the shit out of everything.
Seriously, damage the electronics inside, and then your thing is toast. Oh, great. No parking. Oh, no. I found a parking spot. Let's go right into this snowbound. Oh, my God. Don't hit the tree. Okay. Missed the tree. Believe it or not, they still plant trees on the city here. Right where you can hit it. Okay, I'm going into the bakery. Thank you for your 15 minutes. I'll be back when I get home.
All good.
All right. I'll show you what I bought. No worries, you too, sir.
And tell your son that come and have a look at the gear because he's real and you are talking to someone down under.
Thank you. I'll tell him when I get home. Actually, maybe I can get him to jump on.
Yeah.
You hear that, Jason? All right. Be well. I'll see you in a few minutes.
Righto. Who's in the chat? Who's in the chat? There's only two, so there's only me and somebody else. It's probably Adelaide 420 or CS. Who knows? I'll sit here for half an hour, see what happens. But Gammons, what's up, bloke? It's now 3:33 a.m. Monday morning. 3:33. I've just been on the Gorilla channel, and I went to bed early. I stopped. Yeah, I've been asleep. I went to sleep about 9 o'clock, and I woke up at 2:30. So I spent a little bit of time on the Gorilla channel, and I'm just having a coffee. And we just been CSL. We just took us for a drive around Canada. So yeah, I've slept. I'm awake. I'm fucking wide awake now. But I'll go back to bed. Yeah, no worries, Gammons. No worries at all. I've got to just sit back here. I can't go back to sleep yet. I'm wide awake. But I can't do any smoking because I've got to go driving. But that's all good. We were on an adventure for a couple of hours. I'm going to take my phone charged up, and it's got plenty of internet on it. And I might do a couple of lives in the car. I'm going to sit in the back seat for a while and let the automatic do a bit of driving. What time is it there? It's time for your underwear. It's fucking 19 degrees Celsius here. Still a little bit fucking sticky. Still quite warm. Couple of hours off daylight. Am I talking to myself? Is anybody out there? You better be there. You gotta be here before I disappear. Here comes the man himself. It's only me and you, bloke.
Cool.
It's me. Yeah.
Sounds good, man.
How's the pineapple man today?
Very good. Yeah, I'm just kind of waking up, getting my day started. I mean, I've been awake for a while, but I haven't been actually like I've been upright and moving around and talking, but I feel like I haven't really been awake yet.
What time is it?
It's 11:30. It's nearly noon.
And you're just getting out of bed?
No, no.
I've been up since about 8:30.
I've been up since like 8:30, but I still feel like I'm not awake.
Good morning, Mrs. G.
Hi, Gear Changer.
It's 3:37 a.m.
Yeah.
On a Monday morning here, so I went to bed at 9 o'clock last night, and then I only sleep a few hours, and I woke up at 2:30 and went to the little boy's room, and then I thought I'd make a cup of tea, and I turned the fucking.
Oh, that's dangerous. That's a dangerous game, because anytime I do shit like that, I'm just up for the rest of the day. Well, sometimes in the morning, I'll just be like, I gotta go back to bed.
Yeah, I'll stay for an hour, and then I'll go back, and then then we're going on a little adventure today to.
Oh, nice.
To take a small block to a house to have a look at.
Very nice.
Awesome.
Very cool. I hope that goes well.
Well, so do I, because it's our ticket out of here.
Yeah.
We've done the hard yards. We've got a lot of information about it. She's got her own room, her own bathroom, shower, toilet. There's 3 rooms in the house, or there's 4 rooms in the house. They have 2 carers in the daytime and 1 at night. They've got their own little bus that they go out.
That
They go
sounds
swimming
wonderful.
They go swimming in the summertime. There's a heated pool where it is. She loves swimming. She's excited to go there, but how excited she's going to be when she doesn't see Mum,
Yeah.
that's going to be the downfall. So we're only going a few hundred miles away
Yeah.
when we do get on the road, so that if anything goes wrong, we're not too far away from her, and we can get something sorted out. But today, I'm going to be a passenger for a few hours
Very nice.
in the back seat of my truck. I'll take
Must
my
be,
phone with me.
must be nice for the gear changer to take a ride instead of having to drive.
Yeah, and the good thing about it is I can go to sleep because I have confidence in my woman. She's a good driver,
Oh yeah.
and I'm the worst passenger you've ever seen.
Yeah.
Naughty Nikki's in the
Hey,
house.
cheers, Nikki. How's it going? What's up?
Sesh lad, good morning.
Yeah. Cheers. Cheers, everybody.
Yes, a naughty Nikki in the house. Wow.
Oh. And Nikki is super cool. I met her through Stony.
Yeah. Well, that's exactly right. That's how I met her. She's a lovely lady.
There you go.
She's come up and said hello a couple of times on the channel. And,
And no, she's a total sweetheart. She's a good person.
yes. What are you doing at TAFE, Seth lad? What are you learning there at TAFE, pal? It's good to see the young fellas that go to TAFE have got something to learn there, and you come out of it with a trade, an apprenticeship, or
Oh yeah, that's a good thing.
Yeah.
I could have sworn I grabbed my inhaler and brought it down.
What are you doing at TAFE, bloke? Just a quick one, if you're still there. Tell us what it's all about.
Yeah, man.
I wanted to ask you something, but never mind.
Information and technology. Oh well, hey, IT mate, you'll go a long way. You'll go a long way to with IT and stuff, because that's the thing of the future here now, isn't it? Computers and fucking softwares and sort of stuff. I need to go back to school to fucking to get my brain up.
Here you go, babe. Mm-hmm.
We had CSL Lawn in, and he took us for a drive down to the bakery.
That was really cool. I'd never actually seen him before.
Hey, I've only seen him a week ago. I've talked to him for fucking 6 months, but the first time I ever seen him.
No shit. Hey, cheers,
you go.
how's it going? What's up, pal? I enjoyed you driving around and stuff. That was super cool.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, man. Cheers.
The gorilla's slowly coming back. He's been really, really sick.
I know. I checked up on him. I messaged him a few days ago. I was like, "Hey, man, how are you doing? You okay? What's going on?" And yeah, he told me he was pretty sick. So I told him I hope he feels better soon. And it's nice to see that he's out on the road and doing his thing.
Because he was really sick too. He just didn't have the energy or the go in him to go downstairs and make sure his room was going okay. But he's had a little bit of a setback with it.
Oh, his plants are fucked up now too.
Yeah, so he's
Uh,
because he's got a little it's put him behind a little bit, but he's like he said, by the time May comes,
Drive safe,
everything
CSL.
should,
Sorry.
yeah. When he gets he's got another tent, but he started up again, so
Mhm.
he's got that bloke's got the determination. Once his health is 100%, he'll go hard and go hard and go hard.
Oh yeah, gotta go ham. Hard as a motherfucker.
Yep. He's got a lot of, you know. That's why I started when I first started following him. I sat back and watched him, and I could see the fire in his eyes,
Mm-hmm.
and that's what made me say to myself, that bloke's got a lot of determination inside there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, for sure,
Uh,
no doubt. Hey, Wally, what's going, Wally?
go back to bed, motherfucker.
Yeah, that's what I came up here to say. It's like, shouldn't you be sleeping? What the fuck time is it?
Yeah. Well, I just said I'd give myself an hour.
Mhm.
And then I'll go back to bed at 4:30.
Well, that
And
sounds
then
good.
I'll get up at 6:30. Have some breakfast. Go and have a shower. Haven't had a shave for a fucking week.
Oh wow.
That's going to be hard to have a scrape in that one.
Yeah, man. If you keep it up, you're gonna be looking like ATV CJ soon. I'm just joking.
Oh, well, when I start sweating, I hate it when I got fucking growth on my face.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And
That's pretty
besides that, automatic won't kiss me if if I'm too rough.
Mm-hmm.
So you gotta keep both sides of the fence fucking happy. Your face
Oh,
and
yeah,
her,
for sure.
and her lips.
Yeah. But see, when I have it too short is when it's at its sandpaperiest. But if I
Yeah,
let it
right.
grow out just a little bit longer, it's really not too bad. But then it's like, it's weird. There are certain lengths of beard where it goes from scratchy to just feeling normal. It's bizarre. But yeah,
The
starting to
mustache,
get a little scraggly, so I
the
trimmed it.
mustache will always stay. But
Mhm.
I hate shaving, mate. I started shaving when I was 15 because I got hold of my father's razor blade and started fucking playing around with it.
Mm-hmm.
And in those days, if you had a little bit of stuff on your face, it was called bum fluff.
Bum fluff?
Bum fluff. That was like it was just a little bit of stubble on your face. And
Mhm.
when I was a young fellow, I had just a little bit of a mustache, and I was only like 15 or 16. And my uncle said to me, "Is that your eyebrow? Come down for a drink of water." And yeah, and him and his brother had a dairy farm. My uncle had a dairy farm with cows and pigs, and they used to separate the milk and the cream, and they used to feed the milk to the pigs. Bum fluff, yeah. So they took me down to the pigsty one day and sucked me in to help them feed the pigs. And when I got down there, they held me down and they rubbed pig shit all over my mustache.
Wow, what a bunch of dicks.
Well, that was my uncle. It was all right. They did what they had to do, and
I mean, I feel like, by the way, I'm just really quick. I just want to say, I feel like you can love your uncle and still think he's a dick.
Yeah.
Just
I
throwing that.
got him. I got him back. I went and bought a 5-litre container of pure chocolate topping,
Oh wow.
and I tipped it into his milk vat.
Oh wow.
And
Right.
I never said, yeah, and there's an agitator in there that turns it round, and it made chocolate milk. When the truck come to pick it all up, it goes to the milk factory, and the first thing they do is they test it to make sure it's good, clean, quality milk. When they've
So
opened the lid up,
they're gonna be like, why do we have chocolate milk?
they rang him up and they said, "What are you doing? What are you sending chocolate milk to the factory for?" He said, "I never done that." So he hopped in his car and he drove over to the factory to inspect it. And when he sent the chocolate milk, you know what he said? He called my name out straight out.
Oh, he knew you did it. He's like,
Well,
God
no,
damn it.
his kids wouldn't do it, but because
course.
I was there, I'm the only one else to blame. I got my ass kicked from fucking pillow to post.
Wasn't
But I
this?
told-
Wait, hang on. Wasn't this the same? Was this the
Uncle.
same uncle who's
Yeah, who put pig shit on
got
my
you in
face?
trouble? Isn't that the one? Isn't that the same one where you got in trouble when you
Yeah.
were kids because of the coins?
No, different
uncle?
Other side of the family, different
Okay,
side.
okay,
No.
okay.
Yeah, but
I was
this
about to say,
uncle had,
what are the odds of that?
yeah, but they just wanted to be smart asses, him and his brother, and put pig shit all over my face because I only had a little line with a mustache, you know. It was just like it's just started off, and they said that'll help but make it grow.
Oh,
And
wow.
I had to
There
go
you
back
go.
and I had to wash pig shit out of my mouth, off my mustache, on my face, on my nose, because they laid it on fucking thick and hard. And
Yeah,
my auntie said to them, "What did you do that for?" They said, "Well, hey, it's my nephew. I can do, you know, we'll have a bit
it's
of
my
a
nephew.
joke."
I'm supposed to fuck with him.
Yeah, well, I fucked with him, but I paid the price
Yeah.
of doing it. I
Mhm.
still got my ass kicked,
Yeah.
but
Well,
he
hey
knew where
man,
I was
that's
coming
still
from.
that's still really that's honestly really fucking funny. That's a really funny way to get someone back.
Yeah.
All right, you want to rub pig shit all over me? Let's see the look on your face when the fucking milk place calls you and they told you that you sent them a bunch of chocolate milk. That's so fucking funny too. Is it's
It was
like what? Did that come from the chocolate cow? Yeah, you know
yeah,
what I mean.
yeah. If you haven't found a chocolate cow, I just made one,
Oh man, that's fucking funny.
and that would have been something like about on a day. It would have been something like about 150 to maybe 200 liters of quality milk that went down the drain.
Oh man, that's still
Because-
really funny. The no crying over spilled milk, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yes. Yeah. And he was, because it's a little country town. He was the laughing stock of the milk factory because everybody was telling everybody that he sent chocolate milk in there. So when he went to the pub one Friday night,
Oh,
as soon as he walked in, the first thing they said, "Here comes
Hey,
chocolate."
you got any chocolate milk?
Yeah. And he's that uncle now is he's just turned 92, and he's in a nursing home now.
Oh wow, yeah.
And I give him a ring on his phone every now and then, and some days he just says to me, "I don't want to talk to you, so fuck off."
Yeah, you tried.
But hey, not many other of his other nephews ring him up,
Mm-hmm.
and yeah, but he's got.
You know, he might tell you to fuck off, but I think that he probably still appreciates that you even call.
Oh, he does, mate. You know,
He might never admit it, but he totally
No.
does.
He tells his own kids to fuck off.
Well,
I don't
yeah,
want
there
to
you
talk
go.
to you today.
Yeah, hey. Can't take too much offense then.
No, it's there's a bloke over here not over here. He's in the US, I think. His name is Gobby G.
Gobby G. Gobby G is the man. Gobby's really funny. Actually, I had the first interaction I had with him, I think I was over at Hooks. And Gobby was in the chat, and I was up on panel. I was like, hey, cheers, Gobby. And then a bunch of you Aussies started giggling. And I was like, what? and I think Nexus was like, I didn't know we were allowed to say that. And I was like, what did I just say? And I'm sitting there and I'm like sweating bullets. I'm like, did I just say like a racial slur or some shit? and and then they're like, they take a really long time to explain it, but they're basically like, yeah, Gabi's a blowjob. I was like, oh,
Yeah.
okay. Well, hi, Gabi. Nice to meet you. And then they started laughing again. It was so funny. But yeah, Gabi's pretty funny. He seems like a pretty good dude.
Yeah.
He's from here?
Yeah. He's from. I'm sure he's from from somewhere. I don't think he's from Australia.
Because I would have assumed he's from Australia because his name's Gabi. You know?
I'll have to check up on that one. The memory gets me where a lot of people are from.
Mm-hmm. No, I don't blame you because honestly I have a pretty hard time keeping track of where some people are from. not so much the Australians, because I feel like I talk to you guys the most. I feel like I talk to Australia the most, and then next comes Canada, and then after Canada is America. Oh yeah, he's an Aussie.
Wally Fisher says he's an Aussie. Okay.
Mm-hmm. I figured he, because of his name, you know.
Well, he'd have a hard time if he changed his name to fucking Head Job.
Yeah.
Hey, wouldn't you get some criticism then?
Yeah, if his username was Getting Head, I might be like, okay, he's probably an American.
I'll just grab I can't have a pipe, but I'm gonna have a cigarette. Just a second.
Yeah, do whatever you want, man. Do whatever you want. Whatever makes you feel comfortable. No pressure. Yeah, Wally, I always assumed he was an Aussie because of that my first interaction with him, I always assumed that. He could just know a bunch of Aussies and know what a Gabi is and just is like, hey, I'm going to change my name to Gabi. Hell yeah, he's back. As far as I know.
Yes.
Wally's picture always cracks me up. It was like, wow, a fucking kangaroo orgy. That's something you see every day, unless you talk to Wally.
We'll see what mine.
Uh-huh.
Hang on.
Mm-hmm.
What have I done here?
Oh man, because you gotta figure, all right, like there's only one Rue in that whole bunch that is possibly not female, but the one in the middle, the one that says you on the bunch of, I don't know why I'm analyzing. I have a tendency to overanalyze things and overthink things, but I'm just looking at the kangaroos. I'm like, okay, so that one is inside that one, that was inside that one, then the third one is inside nobody, and then the local government one is inside the front of so so either that Rue that's in the middle is a good sport, or yeah, I don't think he's you know.
Yeah, see my picture come up? They're llamas.
I do not see your picture come up. I think in the settings there's something you gotta switch over to see the images.
Oh, okay. So even though I've got a blank screen, you can't see the picture in the background. I got 3 llamas there, and they're in a paddock.
Oh, I've seen that picture before.
Yeah. And when I first moved down here, Automatic was taking me for a drive to show me some places, and we drove past that, and there's these llamas way up the back paddock, and we went and had a look around, and there's a place you can get firewood and stuff. And on the way back, I said, I'm a llama tamer. I said I can call llamas, and she's looking at me, and she's thinking, what's this bloke up to? So I hopped out of the car and I went over to the fence and I started calling them. I was going, lum, 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 lum. And they started coming towards me. And they come all the way down to the fence and we took that photo of it.
Oh,
And
wow.
she said, how long have you been at that? I said, I've been a llama tamer for years. And it's only because I was making a noise that they got interested and come to see what the fucking
Oh,
noise
of course.
was.
Yeah. Yeah, I always think it's really funny when, like, because people, they'll, like, sing. There are videos online where people will sing to cows.
Yep.
And then all the cows come over to watch the person sing. And all these people will be commenting online like, oh, my God, the singing is so magical. It brought all the cows over. No, the cows are fucking bored. They want to see what you're doing. You are TV. You are television to them.
Yeah, they're inquisitive animals.
Yeah.
The other morning I was here and I was showing some people the sunrise in Australia, and they were still at night time over there.
Mm-hmm.
And they said, what the fuck is that noise? And it was our Australian kookaburra.
Oh, the kookaburras are fucking cool. I love those things.
Oh, mate, so do I.
I thought they could be probably unique. Kind of annoying if you're trying to sleep, but...
Oh, look, it didn't matter. It was they let you know that it's morning time. They're a morning bird, and that's what they fucking when the sun rises, they let out their cooker, cook, 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 and that's an Australian icon bird, and mate, they can do that every day of the week. I love it.
Oh yeah. I think that around here we have like these little tiny birds that just chirp like crazy that let us know when it's morning. But in the summertime, you can tell that it's about midday because I live close enough to the zoo that I can hear the peacocks in the summertime. Ooh. So you'll hear wah wah. I'm like, oh, it's got to be at least midday.
Yep.
When I hear that, it's like that's the tea time. That's the tea time call.
Welcome, asshole. How are
Cheers,
you,
man. How's it going?
Well, see, my next door neighbour's about 60 metres away, and he's got a duck, and he's got a fucking rooster in his backyard.
Oh, there you go.
And
all right.
I was sitting in the house here, and someone said, I can hear a rooster. That's how fucking sensitive these fucking earphones are.
Hey, cheers, Laurie.
Welcome. You made a gear change. You made it. Yes, you did, Laurie. Thank you for coming over. I had the gorilla sorted that other person out that was getting a little bit cheeky. But, yeah, there's
some cheekiness.
There's
a bit of cheekiness.
The girls ready to go. Their clothes set up for when they wake up, and there's a basket of your clothes on the dining room.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, but animals of many kinds, you know. The kookaburras, he can make that noise, and it's just, if you've never heard it before, it's a beautiful sound.
People have also, I'm not sure if you've heard this before, but people have gotten the sound of the kookaburra and they've put it to like techno music.
Yep.
And it actually sounds really cool.
Well, I've never heard that sort of stuff.
Oh yeah, I'll send that to you sometime. It's just like a dumb internet video, but I think you'll get a kick out of it.
Yeah. We've got a little bit of an electrical problem here. You guys have got 110 volts. We've got 240 volts.
Do people get electrocuted there like way more often?
I don't know.
No, no. Unless you want to fucking play with fucking two wires.
Yeah.
I just mean like in case like accidentally getting zapped here wouldn't be like
Yeah.
as severe as accidentally getting zapped there.
Yeah.
Because well, I had my cousin's her husband used to get up and do all those high voltage wires that you have,
Mm-hmm.
and he's like an electrician. He was with a big electrical company, and he got like 30,000 volts put through him. It fried him. It kept him alive. It kept him alive for about 8 months, but he passed away through that. It fried
I'm
his
really
body.
sorry to hear that. That's terrible.
That was many years ago, but
Yeah.
it was a part of. They were just doing their job, and someone done something wrong, whether it was him or someone else, and he was in the middle of it, and he got fried.
Mm.
And his wife got a massive big payout, but that doesn't bring her husband back.
Yeah.
No, unfortunately.
But
it's
someone
the
was-
least
someone
it's
was
the
a-
least it's the least they could have done though.
Oh yeah,
You know, the least.
Yeah, when I was considering trades, I like fairly quickly ruled out electrician because I'd be the one who just like wouldn't pay close enough attention and die.
Yeah, my I have a buddy that's an electrician.
I don't know how he's not dead.
And I don't know how that motherfucker ain't dead. He's been zapped a couple times. He's kind of like,
I ran over an electrical cord with a lawnmower,
oof,
and it kicked me off the lawnmower.
yeah.
It fucking kicked me backwards.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't know that I didn't realise that the grass where I was mowing, there was a cord there. I just kept on mowing around. I knew the cord was going somewhere, but I just didn't know it was right there when I fucking went over the top of it, and it fucking kicked me about 8 foot backwards. And as soon as I got up off my ass, I said, "Fuck, I've just been zapped." And that wire was live, and I had to go back to the PowerPoint and turn it off and finish the lawn mowing. But it was like it was like putting fucking 2 prongs on you. It started me up again, but it also knocked me fucking backwards.
Mm-hmm.
What's this saying here?
Oh, Wally wants to know how you're doing. Babe.
Me?
Yeah.
I'm fine.
Mrs. Gamins
How are
is
you,
fine.
Wally?
She's doing good. She wants to know how you're doing. Thank you. Saw that. Lori, that's fantastic. I'm glad to hear that you're sending those slaps out. She's sending the slaps
She's
out.
having a competition or something, or a giveaway on a channel.
Yeah, she's doing a giveaway.
Yeah,
I
sometime.
think it was like the 200 sub one. Hell yeah, that's awesome.
Do you want to smoke that when I get out of the shower?
Sure.
Okay.
Unless you want to smoke it now. Do you even feel stoned?
Not really.
Okay, let's smoke it now. Here you go, babe.
Oh, mate, if you're going to go and have a shower, smoke the stuff beforehand, because then you can fucking just stand underneath the water and let the fucking time go past.
Yeah. Orinoco Flow by Enya just starts playing. Sail away, sail away. And you're just
Sail away.
driving in the mist. SLV Sounds is that guy's name?
Do you have a bath in your house?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
We don't
yeah.
have a bath in our. We got the smallest bathroom you've ever seen. We don't have a bath in our house.
You-
Just
yeah,
Just
you-
have the shower, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
Although, we have like a we have a like a proper bathroom, and then we have like a water closet, I guess you could technically call it.
It's a water closet.
But so essentially, what that is, it's like a closet with a toilet and a sink. and that's
Yeah.
it.
That's what the WC stands for.
Hmm. Hmm.
Yep, that's the. Yeah, we got a WC that's in a. It's a part of another part of the house. That's the laundry. It's on the other side of the wall,
Okay.
and that doesn't sound too good, Mrs. Gammons.
No, I just cough like a noob every time I hit the bong.
She's baby lungs.
Baby lungs. Yeah, we used to have. There was a second set of stairs in our kitchen that joined like the main set of stairs. They were the servants' stairs. And earlier this year, we had somebody, they ripped out the stairs, turned the stairs into a half bath, and then turned the landing where the stairs were into a utility closet. So,
Wow.
yeah, so not only do we now have a bathroom on the first floor, which my parents had been talking about that since we moved in, like 26 years ago. They finally did it, and we have a place to put our vacuum, which is fucking amazing because I hate having the vacuum just like hanging out.
So that's your parents' house you live in now.
Yeah, so I grew up here, and then when Ricky and I got together and we realized it was going to be serious, I told him that I wanted to raise our kids with my parents because
Yep.
all of us, like my mom, Ricky, me, my dad, his mom, we all grew up either in a house with our grandparents or like right around the corner.
Multi-generational households are very common in America.
They're becoming much more common,
Well,
but they're not. It's way more common in Europe.
let me put it this way: they're more common nowadays in America than you would think.
Yes.
When my parents, or when my father and my grandparents come from England as a 10-pound pommy, back after the war, my two aunties, my father and my uncle and my grandparents, they bought 4 blocks of land together, and
I would love
my
to.
auntie, yeah, my auntie lived on 1 block, my dad had 1 block, and then there was a block that separated between my father and my grandmother. Bought it between them, and that separated, and then my grandmother had the house, and we were a very close-knit family. And then when my grandparents passed away, my father and his 2 sisters sold those 2 blocks of land, and it was an end of an era because we weren't. There's no grandparents next door; they were strangers.
Oh, thank
Wow.
you. I appreciate that. That's very sweet, Wally.
We had a bit of a
Andy remembered my name.
Mm-hmm.
yes,
No one remembers my name.
That's not true. People have been remembering it since you've said it. Like at least 3 people that I regularly talk to on YouTube have referred to you as your name. And I'm like, that's impressive.
It is impressive. Well, that's what I mean. Like in my life, though,
Yeah.
people don't remember my name.
Mm-hmm. Thank you. Oh yeah, no.
Your lovely sister came over a couple of times and said hello.
Mm-hmm.
And when she hopped up, I said, "This lady is the sister of Mr. Pineapple."
Mm-hmm.
And well, what are you talking about? What someone said to me? What are you talking about pineapple for?
Yeah, right. Because they not all of them know about the hair thing, you know.
Yeah,
So,
that's right.
That's hilarious. So they're like, what the fuck is Gear on about? Who the fuck is this pineapple guy?
Yeah. When I go to Queensland, I'm going to go to this absolute massive big pineapple farm.
Oh,
And,
it's awesome.
You can go in there and you can watch them come. It comes off out of the field, and then they process them. They put them through a wash, and then they sort of do all their stuff, and you can actually buy fresh pineapple juice there, and you can buy products out.
That's awesome.
Over here we have all these little roadside stands that have in different places fresh vegetables that the farmer grows, and he puts an honesty box out the front, and you go and help yourself and chuck a little.
That'd be really cool, Wally.
What did Wally say?
He said, I might have to buy that pineapple bong I found and send it over to you, Gammons. That'd be really cool, but you don't have to do that.
You know, it's funny because I actually, I'm sure they've heard the SpongeBob Stoned Pants story.
I think I've told you that story, but in case I haven't told any of you that story, I'm going to summarize it as briefly as I can. But once my wife and I went on a rescue mission to save a dog.
Before we were married, this was like a formative part of our relationship.
This is a formative part of our relationship, and I feel like this whole event told me and her that we're good in crisis together.
We make a good team.
We make a good team when we're facing obstacles. So this was like our first like realization of that was this trip, I think.
Yeah.
And basically we were going to save a dog from Kentucky because my wife's brother had a dog, was living in this apartment building, and the renter was making the landlord was making her brother get rid of the dog because he has a strict no dog policy. Yep. Even though, and I mean, I'm pretty sure he knew that and got the dog anyway.
Supposedly, but you know how my brother is.
So then we're like, okay, well, if you got to get rid of the dog and no one else can take the dog, we'll take the dog and we'll drive there, grab the dog, and bring him back, right? So we didn't even make it. we didn't even make it halfway. We got an hour into Ohio, which isn't that far away. And we ended up getting stuck. And before we left, we both decided we weren't going to bring any weed, only because it just felt too risky at the time. And just the idea of us both traveling with weed on us made us nervous because we're already traveling through a couple states just to get a dog and bring him back.
For me, it was more your mom specifically told us not to bring any weed. And I was like, well, now if I got fucking pulled over with weed and both of us get arrested, his mom's gonna hate me for the rest of our lives.
Right. So then we decided not to bring any weed, right? So then we ended up getting stranded in Ohio for like 3 days. And on the first day we're stranded there, I was like, man, I really wish I had some weed. And my wife was like, she was like scratching like under her bra. And she was like, wait, what the fuck? And she reaches down and I know my wife isn't exclusive to this. I know many women do this, but often the boobs can be used as a type of wallet to store.
Yeah.
You know?
So it's more like a purse.
My gorgeous genius wife had forgot that she left the weed in her bra under her tit. And we decided we were going to bring it, but then she left it under there and totally forgot about it. And then we got there and we were at the hotel and she found some weed under her boob. And we're like, okay, we have nothing to smoke out of. Yeah. So then I was like, okay, I need you to bring me to Walmart and the dollar store. And I'll figure it out. So then we went into the dollar store, and I immediately saw this pineapple, and it was like a plastic pineapple like drinking cup. It had a bendy straw at the top. It had a screw on top. I'm like, that's perfect. that is basically a bong shape right there.
Yeah,
So I bought that.
The spiky parts were like nylon.
Because we were in the middle of Akron, Ohio, and we had no idea where a head shop was, let alone the money to buy anything, you know, in addition to the gas that we had to, you know, buy.
Because my parents were funding the trip. It was my parents'
her parents were
idea to
funding the
send us
trip,
down
and
there.
we felt weird about buying a bong or a pipe on their dime. You know what I mean? So I was like,
And
we'll build something else.
And you wouldn't have walked up to a stranger and said, "Have you got any weed on you?"
Oh, not in Ohio.
No.
If we were lost someplace around here,
if I was lost
absolutely.
in my own city and I needed to find some weed, I would feel way more comfortable walking up to a stranger around here and asking them if they knew where some weed was, because chances are they would.
But Ohio is much. Ohio
and they
is
wouldn't
much
steer me in the
more,
wrong direction either. My city is often referred to as the city of good neighbors.
Yes.
We're not all great people, especially to each other, but for the most part, if someone needs help, we will go out of our way to try to help them, as long as it's not completely fucking up our day. And even then, like,
I saw
we'll
this
still
post.
probably try.
I saw this post on a neighborhood group the other day, because the snow has everything fucked up and they haven't been plowing. This one dude drove his car behind a guy in a motorized wheelchair because he couldn't get down the sidewalk and he was too scared to like go out into traffic. So he blocked traffic and crawled behind this dude so he could get to the store.
Oh yeah, that's awesome. Very cool. See, that's the kind of shit that happens all the time here. Like, I remember once I was just riding my bike around and I saw some guy fall out of a wheelchair, and I was at an intersection and I just the light had just changed, and I just held my hand up and started riding my bike diagonally through the cross section to get to the guy to help him back up. And nobody moved at the cross section. They saw what happened. They saw me. I held my hand up. I basically let it be known that, hey, I'm helping that guy. Stay the fuck out of my way. Nobody moved.
Yep.
Everyone stayed in their cars. Nobody went when the light changed. They let me pass, and then they went about their day as soon as they saw that I had that shit handled. And then I helped the guy back up and I asked if he was okay, and he was fine. If anything, he was really embarrassed, and I felt bad for him. But yeah, like shit like that happens all the time here. I remember once. Here's a funny story. So
You're changing
I know, but I may as well tell a couple stories.
Hey, go for your life, Gammons. Go for
All
your
right,
fucking life. Bro.
so basically, once I was writing, I've got two homeless guy stories for you. So the one, two very different outcomes. Okay, so the one guy was holding a sign that says, "Need money, need food, need help," right? And I drove past him on my bike, and I was thinking to myself, you know what? I've got some pizza at home. I'm going to grab it, throw it in a Ziploc bag, bring it back to him, and be like, hey, dude, here's some food. So I went back home, grabbed the pizza, went back to the guy. I was like, hey, man, I saw your sign. I was riding around on my bike, and I stopped home, grabbed some pizza, and here you go. If you stop at like that gas station over there, they'll probably let you heat it up in the microwave or whatever, you know? So then the guy looks up at me, and he looks at the pizza, and he looks at me, and he goes, no, thanks. And I'm just standing there like, okay. And then I go to turn around, and then something in my body just stops me. And it was like my inner monologue was like, you know what? You just went out of your way to get this fucker some pizza. He's going to take the goddamn pizza, and he's going to appreciate it. So I turned around and I looked at the guy, and I was like, look, fucker, I went out of my way to give you this goddamn pizza, and you're going to fucking take it. Here's the pizza. Fuck off. And then I rode away on my bike.
Yeah, right. Over here, when you sit down and ask for stuff, they call it cold biting. You're asking for people for help, and people put signs up all the time, and they walk around the cities and they say, you know, some of them are genuine people that are homeless, and they ask for money. And I was in this particular big city many years ago, and these couple of young blokes that were traditional people of our country, Aboriginal people, they walked up to me and asked me if I had a cigarette, and I had a couple of spare dollars, and I thought, fair enough, you're doing it hard, here's a couple of cigarettes, and I give them a couple of dollars. And you wouldn't worry about it. The next day, they were in the same spot, and they were asking different people. And a buddy that was with me on the third day, we were going down to the local watering hole to have a few drinks, and we had to walk through a big shopping centre. And on the third day, these blokes were at a teller machine, and when my mate went up, he was the next one in line. They got some money out of the teller machine, and they left the receipt in there. And this true blue Aboriginal Australian guy that was over there asking for money 3 days ago had a bank account with 6 figures in it.
Oh, wow.
So he was getting money, but because he had 6 figures, he wasn't touching his money. He was getting everybody else's.
Oh, wow.
You
I
know?
once bought a homeless guy some food and a cheap $30 tent once. He came back 2 years later, back on his feet with a job and a house, and bought me a bottle of bourbon to say thank you.
Aw,
That's fucking awesome. I love that shit. Here, let me give you my other homeless guy story.
One second. I just have something to add.
Huh.
That the pizza dude.
Uh-huh.
Have you ever thought about this?
Huh.
We live in a city of pizza. It's one of the cheapest things you can get in this area.
Uh-huh.
He probably ate pizza all the fucking time.
I don't care. He had a sign that says, "I need food." I saw him, thought of him, went to my house.
I'm not saying you
drove
didn't
back,
do a good thing.
and then he said no thank you to the pizza, and he's homeless. Fuck you. Take the pizza. I don't care if you wipe your ass with it, but take it from me. If you don't appreciate it, let me at least walk away feeling sort of good about this. At least I unloaded some pizza that I didn't want. You know what I mean? But I've got another homeless guy. Well, I have several homeless guys stories, but I'll tell you another one that's like the opposite of that story that I just told. So once it was my mom, my dad, my sister, and me, and we were all in the car, and I think we had just gone like garage sailing or something, and then we stopped at like a Wendy's, which is kind of like Burger King or McDonald's, you know, and we all got cheeseburgers, and we were eating them on the car ride home, and I had literally just taken a bite out of mine, and then we were at a stoplight, and I see this guy holding the sign. It's a different guy, but he's holding a sign that basically says the same thing, you know? So I roll my window down, and I was like, "Hey, man, look, I don't have much, but I literally just got this burger. I just took a bite out of it. I don't have any diseases. I'm not fucked up. I'm totally clean and good. If you want this burger, it's fucking yours. I just took a bite out of it. That's it. But I mean, if you want it, I just bought it. It's yours." The dude walked up to me and started fucking crying. He had tears immediately just shooting out of his fucking face like Niagara Falls. He was like ugly crying, like, and thanking me over and over and over and over and over. And that I felt fucking good about, because that guy really needed it. I just took a bite out of a burger and I handed it to him, and it made him cry. You're having a bad fucking life if that's what brings you so much joy. You're crying, you know, like that was fucked up. But honestly, I haven't seen that guy since, and I hope that he's either back on his feet, or maybe he's moved on to a different state or a warmer climate anyway. But I've got a homeless guy cigarette story for you. Since you mentioned, hang on, wait. This is my last.
He was about to talk.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm hopped up on coffee. I just woke up. I'm like online.
A quick one. I brought a homeless man to my house. This is like 25 years ago, at least. I went out on the street, and on Christmas Day, and there was a lot of I found some homeless people and I offered it. They were sitting around waiting for a food van to come to have to give them Christmas dinner. And I said, does anyone want to come to my place for Christmas lunch? You're quite welcome. And this fella comes, put his hand up and said, yeah, can I come? And he come along. He had a food. He a little bit uncomfortable because he didn't know us.
Right.
We fed him. We watered him. We give him a good time. And I said to him, "There's a spare bedroom there, pal." I said, "If you want to stay for a couple of days, there's a bed there. You're quite welcome. You can have a shower. You can watch TV. There's plenty of food and stuff in the cupboard." And he said, "No, my friend," he said, "I thank you very much for what you've done, but take me back down to the street where I belong."
Yeah. There are some people that are just like, you know, they choose that life,
That's right.
you know.
I mean, I have to wonder how many of them chose it initially. You
Right.
know?
But I mean,
At
I
a
just,
certain point, though,
it's just funny. I had a conversation with a friend.
that's what you know.
I had a conversation with a friend a couple days ago, and a friend of mine said homelessness is a choice. And I said, I don't know if I totally agree with that. And then the more I thought about it, I'm like, permanent homelessness? Like just not, I mean, like, you're at that point, like, permanent homelessness is like you're actively choosing not to stay in a place, because there are you know, shelters and options
Shelter, there's plenty of
and
shelters
friends
around, yeah.
and kind people like yourself. And a lot of people just choose to, like that guy said, you know, he felt like he belonged on the street. And I don't know, maybe that is where he belongs. I know that sounds sad, and I don't mean for that to sound mean or indifferent in any way, but I mean, if he really feels that way, maybe that's how it is. I don't know. But yeah, there's this all right, so so
Anyway,
so
Anyway,
there's
back at the ranch.
there's this guy
All right, I'm going
who
to the
I
shop
used to run into regularly when I was taking the buses. Like, I used to take public transport I would go to college, I would take my classes, and then I would leave, and then I would go to work downtown. So I was like all over the place on the buses, but I always ran into this guy at least once during my day, because I mean, I was all over the city, and so was he, because he's this homeless guy just wandering around. So he'd always ask me for cigarettes. And like, there are a couple times where he was like kind of I guess just not very polite in the way that he was asking. And the one day it just rubbed me the wrong way. So I was like, all right, I'll give you a cigarette if you can answer this riddle.
Yeah.
So then he's like, okay. So then I look at him and I said, what can you put in a barrel that makes it lighter?
Air.
No.
What can you put in a barrel that makes it lighter? Too early in the morning to decide that one.
I have there are two acceptable answers that I will allow, depending on the phrasing, but he couldn't get it either, and I told him what the answer was, and he's like, okay, cool, can I have a cigarette? I was like, well, no, you didn't answer the riddle. And then I walked away. I kind of felt like a dick, but at the same time, I was like, you know what? I set up a game.
The dog's in the house.
He didn't win, and therefore he didn't win the prize. The prize being the cigarette.
Yep. When I was up buying my new car, in a town in Australia. I was down the shopping centre. I'd just signed the deal with the car, sort of thing, And there was a guy that he must have been in his late 70s. He had a really thick fucking bushy beard.
Mm-hmm.
He had a push bike with a little trailer on the back, and he was going to. I watched him we sat down automatic, and I had a coffee on the opposite side of the road. And
Hey,
he
cheers.
was going to every garbage bin, taking out plastic bottles that you get 10 cents for.
Mm-hmm.
And he was he and I.
Wait, you
I
guys
went
get 10,
across-
you guys get 10 cents
Yeah, cans and bottles.
Mm.
Yeah, that's got a that bottle there's got a 10-cent return on it.
Yeah, all of ours
We've
is
got-
5 cents.
Yeah, well,
But I
ours is
mean,
10
there's
cents.
also the exchange rate and all that shit going on. I
Yeah.
think our dollar might be worth a little bit more than yours, but I don't know if that's
It is.
true.
It is.
Is it?
Our
Okay.
dollar's worth our dollar. One American dollar is 70 cents Australian. So
Wouldn't that mean that your money is worth more? Wouldn't it be?
no. If I had to, say I donate you $5
Uh huh.
or say $10,
Uh huh.
it costs me $13.70 to send it over to you.
Right. Okay.
You get $10, but it costs me roughly $13.70 to send to you.
Mm-hmm.
That's the exchange rate plus fucking whatever. The silverback's in the chat.
Yeah, I'm glad to see that you're feeling better, man.
But this old fella was going to every bin. Now, mate, I just went over and I said, "What are you trying to achieve there, bloke? Picking out bottles?" He said, "I haven't had anything to eat for 2 days." He said, and he said, he said the government's fucking stuffing me around with money to go into his bank account. He said, "I need some bread and milk," and he said, "I haven't had a feed for a couple of days." And instead of saying to him, "Okay, pal," I reached into my pocket, I pulled $100 note out,
Mm-hmm.
and I put it in my hand, and I said, "This is for you, my friend," and I shook his hand. And he looked at it, and he just burst into tears.
Mm-hmm.
And he said, You're a beautiful man. He said, "Why have you done that?" I said, "Because you, there, getting out cans and bottles to go and get a food, and nobody's come near you. No one's walked past you in the last half an hour because I've been watching you."
Mm-hmm.
And I just have a bit of empathy for what you're doing. And
Mm-hmm.
he went straight over to the cafeteria and ordered 2 burgers and a big coffee.
Fuck yeah.
And
Not a bad choice. Good protein. Caffeine will help keep you aware of your surroundings. Probably keep you warm too.
the curling, did you catch the curling at the Olympics?
Canada.
Who won? Canada or Australia? I think you beat us.
But man, I think if Canada lost, they should be really embarrassed.
Well, it says fucking.
I'm just saying that as an American. Like, I mean, you guys kind of invented that shit, didn't you? I mean, come on now.
What's the name? You still in the house, Laurie?
I think he is. No, he's still cooking it. There you go. Still making the breakfast.
You and I are about we're about in the same age bracket there, Laurie. Breakfast for me is going to. What are you putting a fucking jumper on for?
Huh? What?
You're making me feel hot putting that jumper on. Eggs and bacon and Swiss cheese.
Yeah, it's chilly here though. It's negative. I think actually it's not too bad today. It's only -2 Celsius. My kitchen's kind of drafty though. And
we
as
like
warm
having-
as this may seem, it's also kind of loose knit. So it's kind of like I don't know. It's like a comfortable sweater without feeling too warm.
Oh, okay.
I think this might be my favorite sweater. I really like the buttons on it. I think the buttons are
You go
cool.
and eat with your wife there, Gorilla, and go for your life, mate.
Oh, I just remember that Wally asked how the kids were doing earlier, and I totally forgot to answer to him. The kids are doing great. Last night, my oldest daughter climbed into my youngest daughter's crib, and they slept together, and it was really fucking funny because, like, they were sleeping like my youngest daughter is like a baby, and my oldest daughter's a toddler now. So they were sleep. So she's like way too big to be in this, but she's just like hanging out with her sister because like I don't know. I feel really lucky because they really love each other a lot and they play and they get along really well now anyway. I mean that can change at any given moment, but like they were sleeping like her head was down here and her head was over here, and then like every once in a while one of them would like lean on the other one and it was really cute, but then eventually they were like it seemed like they were starting to interfere with each other's sleep schedule, so I was like, all right, I gotta separate them. It was cute though for a minute.
How many years is in age difference?
Well, one is 2, and the second one is not quite a year old yet.
So
But
about
get-
a year's difference.
Yeah, so about a year's difference. So they're not quite Irish twins, but they're pretty close.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah. Cheers, guys.
Yeah. I'll be back in 2 seconds.
Yeah, no problem. Hell yeah. Oh, there you go. I haven't been fishing in forever.
Keep talking, Gammons. Keep talking for a second. I'm gonna do.
Oh no, you're good. I was just talking to the chat. Don't try that at home, kids. They're 8.5 months apart. Real Irish twins. There you go. Yeah. Not for the faint of heart. That's it's quite the trick. How the fuck am I gonna do this?
It's nearly breakfast time over here.
Nice. I haven't eaten breakfast yet. I should probably eat something. At some point.
I got to eat.
Cocoa Pops. There you go.
And cold milk. I'm way behind the chat. Sorry, guys.
No, you're fine.
And that's what our milk containers look like.
Oh shit. There you go. It's a little different than ours, but not too much different.
That's 3 litres.
$15, $14, and $11. Wow. $14, $14, $18, $20. Wow.
What's that? What are
Yeah,
the numbers?
mine are 2 and almost 1.
See, so yeah, he's got a. His son doesn't believe him that he was chatting to someone in Australia live at 3:00 in the morning.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
That's funny.
he said he didn't. The young bloke didn't want to show his face,
Hmm.
so he said, Jason, have a look at this bloke. This is Gear Changer. He's down under, and it's 3:00. Have a look at him. And that's before he went to the bakery.
Hmm. Oh wow. That must have been hard. Oh wow, that's tiny. 3 pounds? Holy cow. Yeah, I think my first daughter was like 6.5 pounds, and then my second daughter was like 9 or 10 pounds. Yeah, my second daughter was huge compared to my first daughter straight out of there. Oh wow. I've always found autism to be very fascinating, and I'm actually friends with a lot of people that have autism, both on YouTube and off YouTube. And in my real life, I'm friends with a lot of people with autism. And I think everyone is on the spectrum. I think even people who like don't consider themselves to have autism are also on the spectrum. But I've just been really fascinated by how people diagnosed with autism think. I just feel like they just think just a little differently, and I mean that in the best way possible, because I have so many friends with autism and they're all like masters at their craft and what they do. And I'm like, how do you do that? I don't understand. Like, I don't get it.
Yeah. We look at people and I've never had that until I got involved with automatic and she's got small block. I never looked at. I respected them, but I never looked into how those people have something that they're good at. Like small block, she's got a disability in. She's a young lady in real life, but she's only a little girl in real life.
Yeah.
It's always mum, Santa Claus, the Easter Bunny, all special things that, and she looks, and she knows because she sits out the front in the sun some days, and the kids go to school, and she knows. She say, "Oh, the kids who go to school, they knock off soon. They come home," and she'll always be a little girl. There's no. She can walk into a club where she's over the age of 18, and she's never touched alcohol in her life because it's just a part of mum's never fucking given it to her, But
Yeah.
She knows what's going on. I sit here and I talk on YouTube and I say many things and stuff, and every now and then she'll give an answer in the background. I said to someone one day, "I'm fucking absolutely smashed," and she said, the background, she said, "You are." Now, what does that mean for someone that's what goes on inside their beautiful little brain that they've picked that up,
Yeah.
and and she gets excited because she does something for me. And for mum, it's just her way. She stands there and claps her hands and gets excited. She's not chucking a fit or anything. She's excited because she's done something for you, and that's her way of saying something that she's happy to do it for you.
Oh, excellent. Yeah. And it's good that you recognize those forms of communication as well. It's
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like living with her, it'd be hard not to understand. But
Well, I've never had to deal with it in my life before. I've seen it around. I've got a few friends that have autistic and kids with disabilities and stuff. But because you're not there full time. You see them when you go to visit a certain place, and they're glad to see you, but you just don't have that full-on ability to understand them until you live with them, and then when you live with them, it's a quick learning curve real quick, because you can't shut them out of your life, and you've got to understand that they've got the same needs as what you are. They've got the same things, except they can't fathom what we fathom, because we've got a. Once when we were driving down the highway one night in the early hours, we were going somewhere. The three of us were going on a bit of a holiday, and Mum was in the back seat asleep, and she sat up the front with me, and we had the music going, and we were bopping along,
Mm-hmm.
and I just grabbed her little hand and put it on the steering wheel, and I said to her, "You can have a drive now." Now she didn't realise because it was dark that I had my other hand on the right hand side, keeping it on the road,
Mm-hmm.
and she was concentrating on what she was doing, and
Mm-hmm.
she was also getting excited because she was driving the car,
Oh wow,
and
that's nice.
she thought that she was in control of it,
Mm-hmm.
and she'd never experienced that before in her life.
That's
And the
really nice
moment,
that you gave her that experience.
yeah, and the moment we woke up, Mum
Oh,
woke
let's
up.
see you later, Lori. Sorry, I just saw that.
The moment Mum woke up, the first thing she said is, "Me drive car, Mum. Me drive car." And Mum's saying, "What the fuck are you doing? What are you talking about? Me
What are you
driving
talking
car."
about?
Yeah, yeah.
That's too funny.
I took her in a mate's truck one time. We went down he called past and he was going 100 km down the road, and she came for a drive with us, and she's sitting in the front of the truck and I'm in the bunk. The
Mm-hmm.
mate's driving, and she's all smiles looking at him driving and stuff. And we just done along, went for the drive and come back a couple of hours later. A couple of days later, we're driving down the road in the car, and she sees the same coloured truck that the company that he works for, and she said, "Your friend's truck, your friend's truck." We pull up at the traffic lights, and I drive an automatic, and I put it into manual,
Mm-hmm.
and every time we go through the thing, I go change the gears. I go like a truck does, change the
Mm-hmm.
gears, and she, if I don't do it at the traffic light, she'll pull up and look at me, have a big smile on her face, and she'll go.
That's really funny. That's awesome.
But I've opened her, broadened her horizons in the best possible way that I can.
Oh yeah.
You know, I'll be here until the day I die.
Mm-hmm.
Till I've got no breath left in me, I'll be there for that girl.
Mm-hmm.
She's got the most beautiful heart, and we go to the shopping centre, and people, hello, her name's Lisa. Hello, Lisa.
Mm-hmm.
Hello, Lisa. And she's known by many people.
Mm-hmm.
And many years ago, we have what we call riding for the disabled. They ride animals like the horses,
Mm-hmm.
and she was the cover pin-up.
Oh wow.
Let's put it away. She was the pin-up girl for
Mm-hmm.
riding for the disabled. She was
Oh
on the
wow.
back of a horse with a big smile on her face, and they put all these like calendar posters out, and that was lots of years ago, but she got picked out of so many people.
That's really cool. Thanks, small dog.
Legends, eh? That's a big word to use, legends. I just say that we're just fucking normal people, that we have a heart, and we're a community, so we all stick together.
Yeah, but I don't know. Like a lot of legends started out that way too.
That's right.
Those are some of my favorites, where it's just normal folk that have greatness thrust upon them, and then they gotta just do it.
I've always been an outgoing person.
Hmm.
It's I love it. I love a fucking a chat. I love a laugh.
Oh yeah,
And my motto is if you can't laugh, you can't live. So I make sure I laugh so I can live.
yeah. I mean, how much are we really supposed to suffer? I mean, what are we supposed to be crying all the time? Like, fuck.
That's right. And people say, "Oh, I've got to go to sleep. I've got to go to sleep." You're a fucking long time asleep when you're dead.
Yeah, that's true.
So make the most of it for what you got.
Absolutely. Uh-oh. Just coughed a lung up. I hope you can get it back in. Cheers.
Fucking hey, it's 5 a.m. Right on 5 a.m. Right o'clock right now. 5 a.m. here.
Excellent. All right, man. Well, I got a couple things I got to do around the house real quick, but I'll catch you around. And thanks for having me up and let me chat your ear off.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna close it down very shortly. I'm gonna go and finish the washing up that I didn't do last night.
Nice.
Then I'm gonna go and have a shower and a shave and get cleaned up, and the girls will be up, and then we'll be out of here in another. We might go a little bit early in a couple of hours, but I'll be back on here tonight. And if it's good news, I'll have a bottle of champagne to celebrate.
Excellent. Fantastic.
You have a good morning. Thanks for
Yeah.
coming, Gammons.
Yeah. Thank you. I'll see you guys
My-
soon.
my-
Thank everybody in the
yeah,
chat. Thank you again, Game Changer, for having me. And I hope you
always
all.
a pleasure.
Thank you. Same here. I hope you guys all have a good day. Try to think positively, and
Yeah, it's
make
small
sure you
box day today.
make sure everyone's staying hydrated there too. So, until next time.
Cocoa Pops.
Yes.
See you, Blake. You got to get milk, Wally? I've got plenty in the fridge if you need some, Blake. But I've got to get off this. I'm gonna go and do a couple of things in the kitchen. Just clean a few little dishes up that we had last night for dinner. Go and have a shower. Put some decent clothes on. When it's daylight, I'll go and check the car, make sure everything's right. Go and put $100 worth of fuel in it. And sit in the back seat. The girls will be in the front, automatic can drive for a couple of hours. 6 in the chat, fucking hell. At 5 o'clock in the morning, unbelievable. I just want to go and get the things I've got to get done. So when Automatic wakes up, because if I go back to bed now, I'm not going to wake up at fucking 7 o'clock, and I've got to go. So if I go and do what I've got to do, and have a shower and get cleaned up, I can sleep in the car. I might be able to fucking say hello to Postman Pat this afternoon, who knows? I think Postman Pat will turn up tomorrow. I haven't looked that tracking number up yet. I should do that too. I'm just having crunchy chocolate milk. I might go live in the back seat of the fucking of the Mazda today. Won't be able to see too much out the window, but we can still do a live in the car. And while I'm in the back seat, while the missus is driving. And if we come back with a positive fucking answer and the answer is yes, 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 it'll be take small block down there as quick as possible. Come back in here, get our finger out and fucking get our stuff packed and fuck off. But it ain't over yet till the fat lady sings. She hasn't sung yet. Just like a chocolate milkshake, only crunchy. I've had my breakfast at 5:07 a.m. I used to drive old school buses. Have a look at the movie called The Man Who Sued God with Billy Connolly. It was made on the south coast of New South Wales, and there was an old school bus in there. I used to drive that many, many years ago. Yeah, well, we a few megalitres of beer there, you're talking, bloke, and a few ton of weed, yeah. Yeah, if we had that power, we could just keep on driving, change over drivers as we go. If you got about 6 drivers on the bus, you do a 4-hour shift, and then you just sit back and get smashed for an hour and 20 hours. When your turn comes around, you got to do 4 hours, and fuck, you did some kilometres. I've got to check while I think of it, Wally. I better check my emails and find out what you give me as a tracking number. I'm not sure. Look at that. I just fucking just turned me little tablet on. And look who's on there. That motherfucker there. Live on YouTube. Huh? Ali Gammons is in the house. Wow, wow, wow. Good morning there. Good afternoon, good evening over there. Lovely young lady. How are you today? It's the pineapple just left. He only just left. The brother Pineapple did. Small Dog says, "G'day, Ali." Ali says, "My phone auto-corrected Laurie to Nikki." Ooh. Well, they're both lovely ladies. The naughty Nikki and the Laurie 420. Okay, I've got to find that email you sent me, Wally. Where I put it? Where did I put it up? It might be in there. No. Fuck, you got some fucking shit to go through there to find it. I'll worry about it later. Having a fucking old age attack here. Cooking dinner. Ah. What are you going to eat them in the future, are you? Ha 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 ha. Five o'clock. It's 5:15, 5:11. I can't. I'm just wondering how long it when. Wally, where did I put it? Whoa. Wow. Cannot. I haven't found the fucking. I haven't got creamy emails up here. 29th of January. No, can't find it, Wal. You'll have to. Maybe you might be able to look it up, Wal, and just tell me where it's at. When you get a chance today, just leave me a message on my phone. Tell me where it's at. I don't know. Yeah. Not much spam and shit on here. Too much information on that tablet. I can't find it. So, hang on. What up?
What up, Gear? Good to see you, man.
Yeah, it's 5:15 in the morning here. I was just about to I've been a couple of hours here. I've got some stuff to do. We're going down to look at Small Block's new house today, and hopefully she's going to fit in well.
Nice.
We've got a few hours drive in front of us, about 4 hours, 4.5 hours. So,
What's up, small dog? Yeah, I've been lurking, listening to the Gammon show, the Gammon morning
the
show.
Yeah. I done an 8.5 hour live the other night.
Uh-huh. I had it on most of the time. I didn't come in, I had some stuff to do with the wife.
Man, fucking, that's when I fucked up. I went to bed at 4:20 in the morning.
Yeah.
And I was supposed to get on Friday. I was supposed to get up at 7 o'clock and get ready and go and do this house inspection with Automatic and Small Block, and they were all sort of keen to go, and I was in another world. I was still fucking half plastered and half fucking
Uh-huh.
baked, and I just said, no, I can't go today. And,
Well,
we got to change till today. So
yeah. So in other words, you got up early today and made sure you didn't fuck it up. Again.
if I fuck up today, pal, you'll never see me again.
The old lady will put you in 6 feet under?
No, she's not that sort of girl, but she will. I've got to do it for Small Block. It's, it's.
Oh, okay.
These people will just say, "Hey, you had
you had your opportunity,
and you haven't turned up. So, guess what? You fucked up. So, next person, please." And I don't want that.
Right. Cowboy car crushing. What up?
What up there, Mark? He's in Texas.
Oh yeah. Yep. Crushing cars day in and day out.
Oh, Dallas. That's right. Yeah.
It's finally Beer 30 here in Dallas. It's a big time city. Oh yeah. But you can't buy a beer until noon on Sunday. Yep.
Well, in our place, you can't get a beer after midday because the bottle shop's closed.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, you can go to the pub and buy it, but they don't sell Guinness. But if you want the Guinness, you got to go to the little supermarket that sells alcohol, and they close at 12:30 every Sunday lunchtime.
Oh, that's too well. Yeah. If you're gonna drink on Sunday, you got to be prepared, right?
Yeah. Well, I ran out of Guinness yesterday. I drank the last one of Automatic's vodka cruisers. Orange, and then I drank a nice big bottle of Moscato.
Well, there you go. You like me. You drink the old lady's booze after your shit's gone.
Yeah.
I do the same thing.
I asked her, I said, "Are you going to have any alcohol?" She said, "Go and drink it." So that was a very encouragement. I didn't need the encouragement to grab it out of the fridge.
Mm-hmm. Well, when we go away, the wife likes to buy wine coolers and stuff like that to have with us when we go camping and whatnot. But she'll only drink a couple of them, the whole time. So we always come home with her leftovers. And, I mean, she never really drinks the shit at home. So when I'm out of beer, I can have a fruit.
Why not?
Yeah.
Why not?
And the wine, any wine in this house is hers too.
Yeah.
Yeah, Doris, She had a good day yesterday. She got really ripped up last night, freaking getting slammed. she had a,
I just got.
she had a day. Both a whole bunch of us shaved our heads yesterday, along with her.
Oh,
Yeah, she shaved her head, because her hair started falling out from the treatment, So she shaved. She had to shave her head. So we did a stream. I shaved her head. She came over, shaved mine. Then friend Lisa shaved hers. Oh man, Captain Jerk shaved his head. Captain Jerk's girlfriend Crystal shaved her head. It was, I think they all total there was about 10 or 12 people that shaved their head between two different panels, between two different live streams. And by the end of all that, the old lady was quite drunk. I got street cred to worry about. Hey, man, it's a fruited drink. It's a breakfast beer, okay? uh-huh. Thank you, man.
oh, street credibility to worry about. Well, the caravan's half packed. We just got to get the other half packed.
Uh-huh.
And it'll be there. We'll be there. Fucking, if it's all go today and everything's fucking right, I'd say within 10 to 12 days maximum, we'll be on the road again. And there's no rush to get there. What do
You
you
might
say?
take away my cowboy hat. Yeah, it is some serious support, without a doubt. Without a doubt, man. I don't know how many times my eyes welled up and I was in tears. Oh, Wally, don't worry. A couple people showed up like that too. It's like I shaved it yesterday, but it was weird. We had a panel and everybody on it was bald. It was like, I was like, newcomers didn't come in here gonna think we're some kind of strange cult.
The old Hookster, he shaved his head a little while ago, and the motherfucker's got it fucking back again.
Andrew, right?
And who's in here? Andrew.
Small Dog wants to know if you fixed your drone charger yet.
No, well, I spoke to the gorilla this morning because you guys run on 110 volts over there. We run on 240 volts here.
Yeah.
And I think I've got to get a regulator to adjust the current. Otherwise, I could burn out the system because our voltage is a lot higher.
Yeah, electronic stuff. What, did someone send you guys something from over here?
I bought off the gorilla. I bought a drone, a GoPro, another action camera. I bought it all from the US, and it's all in top condition, but it's 110 volt current. We're on 240 volts over here. And it's just makes it a little bit hard. We've charged the batteries up, the battery pack up, and it's done, but we don't know how far the batteries are charged up because we can't. They light up, but You've got a. It's in the other room. They've got this. It's got a. It's got a 2-pin plug, and then we had to get another plug to change it over. See, the GoPro's got a normal two-pin plug. That's okay. The GoPro 8, and that's that'll go into our PowerPoint, and that'll charge that up because that's okay. But the drone is a different setup altogether. It's got a 2-pin. We can't fit it in. We bought an adapter.
Oh,
It's not the adapter.
It sounds weird, man. They when you plug it into the wall, it's different.
Yeah, because you got a 2-pin plug, and out your 2-pin plug, I've got to find it.
Well, all our plugs are 3-pin over here, but the third one is just a ground. It doesn't do anything.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Shitty. That's this one.
If you got J-Car over there, gear, they should be able to help you out with the voltage converter.
Yes, J-Car's the place to go. Exactly right. Yeah, they're the electronics store. There's only one about half an hour away from me, and I'll go in there and take it all in there and see what they have to say.
Yeah, that sounds like the way to go right there. Just bring it with you and freaking say, hey, I need to power these suckers up. Well, Small Dog says he wants to see the label on the charger because most modern electrics these days are dual voltage.
Dual voltage?
Yeah. In other words, he's saying if it's modern, it'll work. Or should work if you could take a look at it.
Yeah, I'm just trying to find the I've got fucking 2 boxes of stuff here. Hang on a second. See, what we thought we were going to do is we bought this. This is only just to fucking... So that's an adapter for the 2-pin. It's not it doesn't do anything. It's just an adapter.
Yeah.
That's what we thought we had to do. But when you put that in there, we're going to run from 240. That doesn't reduce it at all. It just helps it to plug into our end of the system.
Yeah. That works on lighting. It doesn't work on electronics.
Oh, okay.
I know that much, because I've shipped stuff to and from England before, and they're like, yeah, those little adapters, yeah, it's good for things like lights and like maybe like a blow dryer or a curling iron, freaking. But electronics are different, Exactly, Wally. Should. We don't know. You got to look at it first. Have to be able to translate the information on the freaking, right?
I don't know where I'll put the motherfucker. I'll be there in a second. I just see if I can find something. I'll put it somewhere.
Beninya, what up, buddy? Hey, Ben, you know you totally dabbed out on my show the other day, right? Freaking, like, what? Where'd it go? Uh-huh. You went from that. You went from there to there. Tell Gear I'm backstage, Jimmy Gear. Gear. Well, he's backstage. All right.
Hey, good morning.
Morning.
How's things?
Yeah, it's like 1:30 in the afternoon here, but yeah.
Oh, that's I just wanted.
But you know, in reality, it is my morning. So
Yeah. I just wanted to jump up and say that's awesome, man. The amount of support you showed Doris. Wish I was there to see it. It's
oh,
that's a
man.
beautiful thing, man. Good on
It
you.
was, man. Freaking, fucking, oh, people making me cry and shit, you know.
Yeah, that's
See that
awesome,
plug
bro.
there, Jimmy?
Yeah, that's a normal outlet plugger over here. Yeah.
Yeah, well, that doesn't go into our wall.
Yeah, I know that.
So that's why we get that one.
Yeah, you get the adapter there, and then you need to freaking make sure you freaking
When you put that
Yeah.
together, it's still gonna have 240 volts runs through it. So
yeah. That's a 30 amp plug, right? Freaking yeah, man. Freaking. I don't know. Well, it'd be a 30 amp plug over here, but at any rate, look at the charger on the charger itself.
It'd probably be only a 10 amp here.
Is
maybe.
what? Oh, really?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah,
Wow.
I'm not
Yeah.
100% sure, but I've heard it before. I could be wrong.
Yeah, when we have
Anyway,
round out,
g'day chat. How is everyone in the chat today?
see, we have a lot of different outlets over here, you know, for sizes, you know.
Yeah, I noticed that. Yeah.
I've got an excuse now. I can blame you two blokes for keeping me up.
Hey.
For doing things.
Hey, that's what we're here for, man. See,
Automatic just opened the door and said, "I thought you were going to fucking stop live a half an hour ago." And Jimmy Sue come up.
mm,
I was just
It's
about
hard,
to
though.
close it off 2 minutes before you come up.
hey, you know, I
That's
didn't hear
generally how
that.
it works. If you're thinking you're about to leave, it's generally when everyone starts rocking up.
Yeah. It's called the vortex of YouTube. You
Yeah.
know?
The vortex, eh?
Yeah.
Well,
Every time you say you're going to shut it down, that's when
Yeah.
people start pinging, hey, got a link.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, Jimmy,
Or
for the
they-
last
Or
For
you
the
already
last
dropped them a link and they all come back, you know?
for the last 25 years, when I go fishing,
Yeah.
when I'm actually fishing, if I actually sit there and say to myself, "Oh shit, I've got to go," I'll start catching fish. You know what I mean? Like when you've actually got to leave, that's when the fish start to bite. When I've actually got to go. So
Yeah. Well,
but I've actually sat there sometimes in front of the boys and just pretended that I've had to go, and just and just as a joke, I said, "All right, I've got to go," and it's a joke, and we'd all light a cigarette, and then a couple of minutes later, the fish would come on. It didn't
yeah.
happen
The
all the
next
time.
thing
It
you
was
know,
just
you're
like-
sitting there.
yeah, but it was just funny how it worked. As soon as you had to
Well,
go,
that's-
man, the fish would come
Hey,
on.
if the fish are biting, you get plenty of time to stay and fish, right? Come on.
Well, generally,
they
when you really
bite-
had to go is when they came on, and it used to suck, mate.
Yeah, but I just stay and fish.
Yeah, well, I generally would. And I'd get myself
When
in
the
trouble.
the bite's on, you know? Come on.
Yeah. Exactly, and that was what my excuse was to the missus at the time. Would come home and she goes, "Where have you been? You said you'd be home 3 hours ago."
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Uh,
Do you fish out there? You got anywhere to fish out where you are?
who, me?
Mm.
I can fish literally freaking 100 yards from my house
Oh, awesome. That's good.
to do it.
Is-
But if I drive,
Is that a
if I
stream,
drive a
river,
quarter mile,
or lake?
it's how to put it. I'm 2 miles from the headwaters of a river.
Oh, okay.
You know, actually, it's not even 2 miles. It's probably more
Yeah.
like a mile. You know,
Yeah.
from the headwaters where it starts. So
Yeah.
it's like it's a river, but it looks more like a stream at
Yeah,
my
okay.
end. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah,
And
nice.
if I just walked out to the river from here, I can't really get there because it's kind of like cliff face.
Oh, okay.
I
Yeah.
have to go up the road a little in either direction
And then get
to
into it.
where the water
Yeah.
comes up to ground level. You know?
Oh, yeah. Okay. Oh, right. Cool.
Yeah.
I don't think. I haven't. I've never really lived too far away from water in my life. Actually, I've always
Yeah.
been close to water.
Yeah, basically, I live at the foot of the hill, but the river's actually the foot. You know what I mean? I'm the
Mhm.
first house up the hill. You know,
Ah,
from the
okay.
river.
Yeah, right. Cool.
Yeah.
How's Cowboy today? G'day, Cowboy. How's Ben? G'day, Ben. I just saw that
got
footage.
selected
I just
again,
saw that
Jack.
footage of Ben. Sorry,
100
Jimmy. Yeah.
Wow. 137 acres of private property, 85% water.
Wow.
Ooh.
Wow.
Ooh. Remind me to get better acquainted with you there, Mr. Cowboy. If I ever go to Dallas, man, freaking that sounds like some good hunting. Good hunting and fishing
An
right
old
there.
sand wash plant 50 years ago. A Bass Sensory. That'd be cool.
Wash see, yeah, man, yeah. Now
Yeah.
it's a bass sanctuary. Nice.
There'd be bass in there. Probably untouched bass. Could there be? Untouched bass?
On private
That'd be
property,
awesome.
right?
Yeah,
A
that'd be,
private
yeah.
freaking. Basically, it was a fucking gravel yard, right? A sand wash, a place where they wash the sand.
Yeah,
You know?
and it's filled up
Yeah,
with
it's
water.
like a gravel yard. They dig a hole and wash the sand, you know. And
See
then,
that,
yeah,
Jimmy?
Yeah.
nice.
That's the battery pack.
Okay, we need to see the bottom of that. You
Well,
need,
it runs through that fucking diverter,
yep.
and that's all in fucking
That's
Chinese.
I think. Hold on, where's is small dog still in here? Flip that thing the other way. You got it upside down.
Well, it's all in
So you can read
Chinese.
I know,
You
but
won't be able to read that.
That's hard
if you hold it still enough, freaking small dog might be able to see the freaking information he needs.
Yeah, true. It is hard.
And you got to take that comment off the board.
Yeah, get rid of my comment. Drop those comments.
Where are we?
Gammons.
Got my community tab and see my first bass 2022. Yeah, man.
See, I've had
Oh, sweet, cowboy.
automatic put them on charge, and this is what come out of them. Just wait till I do this.
Big mouth bass. I'd love to catch one of them
Well,
one day.
Look at that.
You got your community tab. What are you talking, Cowboy Crushing? You get 20,000 freaking subs. Like what?
He's
There's
killing
a
me.
cow there, so-
They give community tab on it freaking 500 these days.
They're half charged up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's pretty cool, eh?
Uh-huh.
So
I've got
I'll give it a- I'll give
22
it a go.
minutes.
Google Earth app. Yeah, I do Google Earth. All right. It works. Nothing wrong with that. There you go. So whatever you're doing with that is working, right? Freaking.
Got 10 in the chat now. Good morning, everybody. Thanks for dropping in. Gear Changer's just playing with his drone, charging like the electricity problem that he's having with his drone.
Well, see, look at that. The drone's going to
Yeah.
This thing will come.
Hey,
Come to
CSL.
life in a sec.
Ben would like a link. Ben, it might be at the top of the comment scroll. If you
Yeah,
can
I'll
scroll.
get it. I'll get it.
All right, yeah, Jimmy will drop it for you, mate. Thanks, Jim.
It's what
I'm just going to duck out to the toilet. I'll be back in a sec.
there we go.
I haven't even fucking seen the chat. I've been miles away. Hang on, who's been?
Different. It's not beat. It's more like strip cutout. All right, yeah. I got you. No, it's all right, bud. It's all right. I'm good. Maybe someday you'll come up and show us some shit, you know? Wow. Oh, all right. I guess you want me to look it up. Oh, hold on. Wife's calling.
Doctor, yes, welcome to the channel, Blake.
Hello, how's it going?
Good mate, how are you?
Great.
I've seen you on Jimmy's channel there a couple of times.
Correct. Good to see you, Gear.
Yes, it's
I was gonna say that the information that you were looking for on that charger pack,
yeah.
it was right across the top in English.
There's no fucking English on that thing. Hang on. We'll have another look. Just put this down here. It just says it's AC power adapter, but the rest of it is in fucking Chinese.
Oh, it just says AC.
Everything I can see on. If I put this back to my, just go to here for a second, and put that up there. It's all in fucking Chinese.
Wait.
Up the top there, you can see where it says AC adapter.
Oh, and then it says Chinese right after it.
Everything's fucking Chinese on it, mate. The whole fucking lot is Chinese.
It is.
There's not too many fucking English words there.
Morning, Ben.
Good morning.
How are you, bro?
So, yeah. I'll take it into that place that Small Dog said.
J-Car.
J-Car Electronics. They got one half an hour away from me.
Oh,
I
that's
bought
good.
a bit of stuff off from them over the years.
That's handy, man.
That's where I bought that light.
I thought you'd be driving 100 k's to find one of them stores from where you are.
One of them. They got. Yeah.
Yeah, cool. Oh, cowboy. I used to be a hog hunter, but we used to use dogs and knives. Guns were for pussies, mate. And we used to just use our dogs, track them down, run them down, and
That's too
stick them.
that's too much work.
Yeah, yeah. Well, we were a lot younger back then, mate. But I haven't been since my uncle passed. That's part of like the thing we did with my uncle my whole life. Yeah.
All the hogs that I've ever gotten in a cage, in a trap.
Oh yeah.
Set the trap there, bait that motherfucker, and come back the next morning. There'll be one in there.
Yeah.
The rest of that shit's for someone else that's a little bit more vigorous than me. Oh fuck.
Yeah.
No, hog traps. That's the only way I've ever done it. Hog traps.
I've watched a lot of hunting and hogging and stuff in the States, and watched a lot of properties set those cage traps up with the corn and stuff like that, and because of the numbers of them, they've got to cull them down. And but here in Australia, man, we get some big. I know you guys probably get some big hogs too, but I've never seen, like, I'm not just pissing in the Australian pocket, but I've never seen hogs as big as what I've seen in Australia. Like we've had hogs down here that people have got photos of them with their head sitting on the cabin of a fucking four-wheel drive ute and the back legs hanging off the fucking back tray.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
The
big ones.
The ones that we have here are like a smaller, a Russian boar, and they're like a reddish or brown hair. They have like they're kind of furry.
Yep.
And they're smaller. They don't get very, that big is what you're talking. That's a different kind of hog. But these ones are not even native. The ones here are not even native. They're Russision.
Yeah. In Texas, man, they call them feral pigs, feral hogs. They're so rampant out there. You can shoot them freaking year round, no license, freaking what? I mean, no permit needed or anything, and even it's to the point where the hunting clubs down, hunting, what do they call them? They're freaking
you said
guides,
clubs,
guides, and people that provide hunting services, And when you book a hunt, freaking down there, they usually do. They've been doing a buy one get one free that you have to use in a year. So if you book like a freaking $1,000 hunt, you go down, weekend, blast a couple hogs, you go home, you get to do that again for free. That's how bad they want to get rid of the hogs.
Yeah. I'm not sure on our laws and stuff now because it's been a while since we went hunting, but we're heavily licensed on everything. So you got to have.
License. Oh yeah. But
I think I've explained it to you before. Yeah, and
in Texas, as long as you have a gun, as long as you don't have, you're not a felon, you can have a gun, and you have to pass a hunter education course. But that's really simple. It's really just it's a great thing, and it's actually saved more lives than you can imagine. But
I believe
and you pretty much freaking go out there and do it. But all the animals are pretty much regulated. But a nuisance animal like that, they just it's open. As long as you're in a safe shooting area, safe hunting area, you're allowed to do it.
Yeah, I get you. Yeah, cowboy, that's awesome. I'd love to be able to shoot from a helicopter.
Yeah, like
that'd
Vietnam
be sick.
Shit.
Yeah, that would be sick.
Come on, man.
There's one thing my uncle, look, I don't know how good I am now because I haven't fired a rifle for a long time, but it was one thing my uncle taught me how to do pretty good was shoot. So I reckon I'd have a ball shooting from a helicopter. That'd be awesome. Yeah.
Shit, yeah. Clip me in and come down close.
Cowboy car crushing you.
And when they lean the helicopter sideways.
The cowboy car crushing, your name implies that you maybe recycle cars.
Yeah.
He's in Texas.
Yeah, it's fun watching it too. Sometimes watching them get.
It can be hypnotic.
I done that most of my life. My stepfather owns a salvage yard and tow company, and
oh, cool.
Probably 100,000 cars I fucking dismantled. Easy 100,000.
Yeah, right. Sick.
He gets on his little fucking bobcat and he fucking drives it like it's a fucking little Tonka toy, bounces it around, picks cars up and fucking jumps them around. He has fun on it. He makes it a fun day at work.
I like the other day when the the air cylinder was in the fucking
Ambulance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he goes, "There's a fucking gas cylinder in there." And he goes, "So?" So he goes, "Get the fucking thing out."
1,500 bucks. $1,500 an hour. They supply the gun, the ammo, and collect your hogs.
Oh, sick! That's awesome.
I grew up in Wyoming. That's where I did all my working in the salvage yard and stuff. But I'm from Texas, from Dallas.
Oh, okay.
And my family, my grandpa owned a trucking company there for about 30, almost 40 years. Well known in the area.
Yeah, see. 15 years in the junk car business. I've crashed a few for sure. I bet. I bet you crashed plenty of other things too, just for the fun of it.
About twice that for me, about 30 years. I did.
Yeah. Wow. I bet you, as a kid, you used to play around all the cars, in and out of the cars and stuff. Because I used to play on my uncle's dump cars.
It was my stepfather.
Yeah.
My stepfather. So I was high school when my mom started dating him.
Okay. Yeah.
And my first job, he was building a crusher for another salvage yard, and I was a welder helper. Basically, I'd go there after I got off school, clean up their mess, weed up their leads.
Learn a little bit, maybe.
Oh, I learned a lot. I learned how to weld. Learned how to cut iron.
Oh, welding's an awesome skill, man.
That's one of my first skills I did learn, and it was pretty cool because all through my life I always had this security. Like I could go if I got down and out, shit was happening, I needed some money. I didn't call and hit the parents up. I need some money. I'm fucking broke. You help me out, or none of that. I'm like, I need home for a couple weeks and make some money.
Work for it. Do it the right way.
Yeah, they'd be like, we sure could use you. I'd have them. The most I did was, could you guys send me a bus ticket and take it out of my pay, And
Hey, get me home, will you?
Yeah, get me home. Yeah, get me home.
Everybody's made that phone call once or twice.
Yeah, definitely.
It was. I was fortunate. I never felt like I was like I didn't have an option or I had an end. I was like I go work for a while. And the cool thing was when I go home to work, stay at the house. He picked me up every morning for breakfast. Lunch, we'd eat dinner. Then he'd drop me off at a friend's house wherever I wanted to hang out. Come home and do that. And I didn't have any expenses, and they just give me check when I was ready to go. And so I'd have all that saved up, and it was a lifesaver a bunch of times for me.
Yeah, it's really nice to have that safety net of home,
Yeah. Well, it sounds like your mum met a decent bloke then, eh?
Oh yeah, he's a great guy for sure.
Yeah,
taught me a lot. Taught me a lot about everything.
It's taught you how to fucking be a man by earning what you want. Exactly.
That's a GoPro infusion. Sorry to interrupt you. It's a GoPro infusion.
Sure.
You set it up like that, and it gives you I'm going to mount that on the front of me 4-wheel drive tomorrow. I'm going to put it on charge today, and when I come back, I'm going to mount it, and it gives you a 360-degree look of what's in front of you.
Oh yeah, buddy.
And that's cool. It's a GoPro infusion. Yeah, it's an awesome fucking camera. And you can link that straight to your fucking, just charge it up, and you got to make sure it's fucking secure.
Yeah.
Put it on the front of me bull bar.
Yeah. Just so you know, you got it facing up right now.
Yeah.
You'll have a 360
like
in the sky. Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. You got whatever in front of you, you'll see.
Oh, you'll see what's ever above you with that.
Cowboys.
If you mount it like that, you'll see what's ever above you, and that's upside down.
Yeah, Cowboys Crusher is a portable crusher, man. It's
rotate it one more time. The pins where you attach it, that's the bottom. Yep. Where the screw goes, that's the bottom.
Yep. It just needs charging up. It's dead flat. So,
yeah, Cowboy. That was my first experience in that business was building a crusher.
Yeah.
And this guy was pretty crazy. That thing had a 6 Detroit, what ran the whole thing. It had 2 Rams off of a Northwest shovel, big huge Rams, and it had a fucking driver's seat and a foot pedal. You can fucking sit in that bitch.
That's sick. That's sick. That's awesome. I love machines, man. Machines are cool.
I've got to give you all a 6-minute warning.
Oh yeah, me too. I've got to go get milk and get the kids up.
Oh yeah.
6 o'clock. When the 6 o'clock comes, I've got to get off because I've got a mile of shit to do and I've got to get out of here. Otherwise, I'll be talking to you blokes and I won't have a house to live in.
Okay.
You'll be in the caravan.
Thing, man.
I can go and live in the caravan, but no, I've got to do what I've got to do.
Get her done, man. Get her done.
Yeah. We'll be on the
Yeah,
road
I've always wanted to build a sluice about that big, like a car crushing size sort of sluice, and be able to just tow it into a location and do some prospecting. But we can't do that here unless you own land.
Right.
So yeah. But I've watched
you can go
Gold
along the
Blokes build their own sluice plenty of
riverbeds
times.
because the riverbeds aren't part of anybody's property.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. Well, that's when we had the last drought that we've just coming out of. That's when I took advantage of it. The last time I went prospecting, I went out there to the dry creek beds and did some crevicing, and I ended up getting 1.9 grams in
When my dad was
little
alive,
pieces,
he
you
had
know?
a
Not much, but
sleuth and a metal detector,
yeah.
and they come out. That was 40 years ago, and they come out with little fucking tubes full of fucking gold, little bits and pieces.
Well, that was my haul for my last trip. I've had it out because I showed a few people. That was the last time I went. It's 1.9. I think I've added a little bit in there, so there might be 2.2 in there, but it's not much. But 1.9, you know, for a little trip, it was a couple of hours, or about 4 hours of crevicing, you know, on the dry creek beds from the drought, and it was an area that the cracks had never, like the pebbles wedged in it were wedged in there, so that no one had been in there so I was lucky. I found a bit. But there's plenty of times when you go out there and don't find nothing, or you might find 1 or 2 specks, and that's it, you know.
Yeah.
But it's all just part of the fun. I don't care. It's part of the fun.
Over in the opal capital of Australia, like it's called, over in South Australia, it's called Cooper Pedy. People go over there prospecting and stuff and do all that sort of stuff. There's a bloke walked over there. He was there for about 2 weeks. And he's just walking along, and he decided to fucking just kick a bit of dirt around, and he came up with a gem about that big that was worth $500,000, and it was only like 3 inches under the fucking ground.
Nice.
Yeah.
I've seen that Cooper Pedy gold before. There's some big gold there.
Yeah.
Cooper Pedy, yeah.
Well, we do have the biggest nuggets in the world.
Yes.
It's
There's
I stayed in
nice
an underground fucking house over there in Cooper Pedy. Everyone lives in underground because the temperature hits 50 fucking degrees Celsius here.
Plus.
Over there in the summertime. Plus. And when you go underground into their houses, there's no windows, there's no light. It's all light that they have to put into it. And it's very claustrophobic sitting in a room knowing there's about 50 ton of fucking dirt on your head.
Ali, I don't know about the Olympics. I don't even turn the TV on, Dom. Sorry.
What, the Olympics? What are we talking about?
Is there Olympics on? Is there? I wouldn't even know.
What's the Olympics?
Winter Olympics.
I thought they gave that shit up in the 80s. Oh, that's the last time it was good.
Yeah. The Sydney 2000 Olympics, that I went to that, and that was awesome. So.
Being there, I could see it being the spectacle and all that.
Jimmy, 2 weeks in a row, man. My boss, our boss gave us a set of keys, and because we worked close to the city, he gave us a set of keys each and said, "Look, guys, I don't care if I don't see you for the next 2 weeks. As long as the work's done, I don't care if you come here pissed at 2 a.m. and do your work. As long as it's done, I'll be happy, and I'll see you in 2 weeks." So I was partying and drinking with backpackers and athletes and staff from around the world for 2 weeks, man. It was one of the best 2 weeks of my Sydney life. You know what I mean? Like, it was awesome.
I can imagine that being awesome.
Yeah, awesome. It was.
There you go, Jimmy.
Well, apologies, everybody. I have to
There
go.
you go.
I've got to get kids done and all that kind of stuff.
All
So,
right, man.
thanks,
See you,
Jimmy, for
Walt.
coming up. Ben, thanks for seeing you. Good for seeing you. Chat, take care, everybody. Cowboy, cheers. Ellie, small dog. All right,
Small
guys.
dog, they were just running off the battery power. Small dog, I'm going to plug them in today and see what happens.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Peace, everybody. Peace.
Later.
Jimmy, you trying to find
That-
somewhere else to continue smoke session at?
Well, why? Who's live?
I don't know. I was going to figure that out.
See, that's
If I find
that's
her, I'll
that's
send you a link.
Hang on.
Yeah, we'll find someone, man.
If I find somewhere, I'll send you a link on Instagram. You guys have a good day. Thanks
Peace
for letting me
out.
up
You,
here.
you too.
Uh-huh.
That's
You
the
see
shit
it,
from
man?
the that's
We
from
know
the
you
2000 Olympic Games.
Fuck yeah, man.
Because I drove coaches there, taking fucking people around, all the dignitaries to different
Right.
places.
I bet
to
that
the
was
rowing,
awesome,
to
man.
the, yeah. I got a couple of about 4 of them shirts.
Nice. You got to put one of them
Wait.
away.
I got two of them still in plastic.
All right, there you go. You got 2 of them put away. Nice.
I got raincoats that are the same sort of colours as this.
Uh-huh. Nice.
They had these what's the word? They had these 3 different animals in the Olympics, and they were like entrepreneurs for the Olympic Games. And one was named Ollie, one was named something else, and one was named something else. And they bought these. They got these cars, and they painted them all up in those colours, and they put their own number plates on them. And when I was up there, there was a compound yard that was had all these cars in there, and I went over the fence one night, and I got one number plate off, and the security guard turned up, and I had to get my fucking fat gut underneath the car and lay there for about an hour while the security guard just stood at the gate and smoked a few cigarettes and talked to a few people. And I was about 6 foot away from him, and I only got one number plate, and I've still got that number plate, but I can't do anything with it. I can't show it. I can't put it up and do anything because it comes up as a stolen number plate. And I've had that for 22 years.
Uh-huh.
But,
I got street signs that shouldn't really hang.
Yeah.
I do, though. I hang them.
I went past the sign the other day, and we got a bloke over here. He's on the YouTube channel, and his name he goes under the name of Adelaide 420.
Yeah.
It's Adelaide's a capital city in one of our places.
Uh-huh.
And I went past this sign the other day.
Yeah, buddy, I was here when you showed that the other day.
Yeah, Adelaide 420 on the fucking sign.
Hey, it's 6 o'clock.
Yeah,
it's 6:02 to be exact.
I've got to get off. I've got to be out of here by 7:30, and I've got a lot of shit to do. So appreciate your time, Jimmy.
Hey, man, be good. Enjoy the day, bro.
Yeah, I'll be back on tonight when I get home with a 6-pack of Guinness. I love yous all. I hate saying I've got to shut this down, but I've got to. Otherwise, I'm going to I'll be in the divorce courts. Yeah, I'll take a picture of that bigger one. I'll talk to you later, small dog. Appreciate your time. I'll see what happens when I get home, but I've got so much to fucking do. Yeah, it's daylight over here, Ali. Appreciate your time for coming in. CSL. All right. All the best. Take the rest. Hope you had a good time with the gear, because the gear has a Andrew Merritt. Sorry, Blake. It's good to see you back. I'll be back tomorrow morning early. Or tomorrow's another day in paradise. I don't have to go anywhere. I'll be up early. You guys can come and say hello anytime you like. But if I don't go now, I won't be going at all. Good on ya. Good on ya. And we'll see you dudes later. Keep the fire burning and keep the hole hot. Love is all. The gear is going to disappear. Because if I don't disappear, automatic will make the gear disappear. And on that note, we will say, I'm going now. Goodbye. You are the weakest link. LOL. Oh well.